Hello, everybody. This is Kat with Files Anywhere, and today we're here to go over our file retention rules. You ever need a way to do just a little bit spring cleaning in your Files Anywhere account? Have too many files to go through each one, don't have the time? That's not a problem. With this feature, you can automate the deletion of older files and folders. And with our lifecycle feature, you can set rules regarding the expiration and automatic deletion of files and subfolders by designing a retention period. What we're going to go over today is how to access lifecycle rules, how to add a lifecycle rule, and the notifications that you can use when you add a lifecycle rule to keep you from accidentally missing any data that you may not want to have deleted. So the first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to go over how to access our file retention menu. To do so, we'll go ahead and log into our Files Anywhere account, navigate to our hamburger menu in the upper right-hand corner, highlight Tools, and then select File Retention. Alternatively, you can also access this menu by right-clicking on your folder, go to More, select Properties, and then locate the File Retention window. The next thing we're going to go over today is how to add a lifecycle rule. So once again, we're going to navigate to our File Retention menu. We're going to select our hamburger menu, highlight Tools, click on our File Retention, and that'll bring us into our File Retention Management screen. To add a lifecycle rule, we're going to go ahead and select the Add a Lifecycle Rule in the left-hand corner here. And this will allow us to set up our rule. So the first thing that we're going to do is enter in the name for the rule. In this case, I'm just going to go with cat test. Then we're going to select the folder that we want it to look at. In this particular case, I'm going to have it look at our pictures folder. And then because it is a picture folder, all I'm going to put in here is JPG. You can put whatever you want for your file name or extension, anything that you want to have automatically deleted. Now, it is important to remember that files and folders that are managed by a lifecycle rule are permanently deleted. So you will not be able to get those back. In this case, you can set up how many days you want the rule to start after, and we're just going to have it start tomorrow. So in this case, I'll go ahead and select today. If we want to delete any empty subfolders, we can go ahead and select that option here. And again, this is important. All matching files within the selected folder and subfolder will be deleted. Please be extra careful when adding any lifecycle rules since the rules permanently delete the files and folders. We are okay with that. We're going to make sure that we enable the rule. And in this case, I don't want to remember our choices, but if you did want to, you could go ahead and select that there. Now, I do want to receive a notification probably about a day in advance. You can set that up to more if you need to. I'm going to have it emailed to the folder owner. I'm not going to have it notify any group shares at this time, and then we can just put in an email address. And then select Save, and your rule is set up. You can check it right here. And we are telling it to empty our subfolders. Next, we're going to go over how to set up an archive rule. So here what we're going to want to do is go ahead up to the top next to Lifecycle. You'll see a little tab saying Archive. We'll go ahead and click on that. And then once again, we'll go ahead and click on Add Archive Rule. It's in the same location as our Lifecycle on the previous screen. So we can just click up in this left-hand corner. And again, we would name our rule. In this case, since we did cat test last time, I'm just going to do test 1, 2, 3. I will go ahead and select the location. In this case, I'm going to select my test folder. I want again have it start tomorrow. This time I'm not going to tell it to delete subfolders. I am going to tell it I want it to archive and I'm going to send it to the archive folder that we set up. Now again, apply this with caution. It moves all of the matching folders from one folder, so in this case our test folder, and it's going to move them all to our archive folder. Again, you can tell it to delete the empty subfolders, so if it removed all of the information from test, it could delete any subfolders that no longer contain data because it was moved into our archive. Then we can go ahead and set up our notifications. We're going to tell it to send a notification 1 day in advance. We're going to email our folder owner. And this time we won't add an additional recipient. I'm going to enable the rule, but I'm not going to remember the choices. And we're going to click Save. All right, just a few last minute notes before we end our video today. I do want you to be aware that the way that the files are purged follow a specific formula. So when you set the start date, it's going to happen a number of days after that start date. So in this case, with our rule, we set up 1. Okay, and we set the start date to start today, so it'll actually purge tomorrow. And then from that point on, the rule is going to run every week. Days are also going to be calculated based on the updated date. The updated dates are only changed if the file is uploaded or edited. Just moving or copying the folder or files does not change their dates. And that will bring us to our end of our video. And that is going to conclude our video on file shares today. If you have any other questions or if you want more information, you can contact us at 1-888-661-6565, or you can visit us at filesanywhere.com. We look forward to hearing from you. You have a wonderful day.